Is Victor Osimhen finally moving to Manchester United? Manchester United fans, brace yourselves. One of the biggest transfer stories of the season is making waves. Reports claim that Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen is 95% close to joining Manchester United for a massive £62 million fee. But is this transfer really about to happen? Let's break it down in simple terms and uncover all the details. Why is Osimhen in high demand? Victor Osimhen is currently one of the most exciting strikers in European football. The Napoli forward has been in top form, scoring goals and making a huge impact on the pitch. His strength, speed, and goal-scoring ability have made him a target for several top clubs. But why is Manchester United so keen on signing him? United has struggled in the attacking department this season. Rasmus Højlund, the club's young striker, has shown promise, but the team needs more firepower to compete with Europe's best. Osimhen could be the perfect solution to their goal-scoring problems. The transfer deal, what's happening? Reports suggest that Manchester United and Napoli are close to finalizing the deal, with 95% of the transfer negotiations already completed. If true, this would be a major signing for the Red Devils. However, despite the strong rumors, there are still some complications that could delay or even stop the deal. Let's take a closer look at the key challenges. The challenges in the transfer deal. Osimhen's Champions League ambitions. One of the biggest concerns is whether Osimhen wants to play for a club that is not in the Champions League. Manchester United is currently struggling to secure a top 4 finish, and if they fail to qualify, the striker may look elsewhere. Salary demands. Osimhen is one of the highest paid players at Napoli, and he will expect a similar or even better salary at United. If the club cannot meet his wage demands, the transfer could collapse. Player swap rumors. Another twist in this story is the possibility of a player swap. Napoli reportedly wants Alejandro Garnacho, one of United's brightest young talents, in exchange for Osimhen. But will United agree to let go of such a promising player? That remains a big question. What would Osimhen bring to Manchester United? If the deal goes through, United fans can expect a powerful striker who can make an immediate impact. Here's what Osimhen brings to the table. Goal-scoring ability. He has a proven track record of scoring goals in Italy's Serie A. Speed and strength. He is quick, strong, and difficult for defenders to handle. Aerial threat. With his height and heading ability, he can be a nightmare for opposing defenses. Big game experience. He has played in top European competitions and knows how to perform under pressure. What are United fans saying? Many Manchester United supporters are excited about the possibility of signing Osimhen. They believe he could be the missing piece in the team's attack. However, some fans are worried about the high transfer fee and whether the club should focus on strengthening other areas of the squad. Meanwhile, Napoli fans are not happy about losing their star striker. Many believe that he is too important to let go, and they are hoping the deal does not go through. Will the transfer happen? While the deal is reportedly 95% complete, nothing is confirmed until both clubs officially announce it. There are still some obstacles to overcome, especially regarding Osimhen's salary and Napoli's demand for a player exchange. If all goes well, Manchester United could finally get their star striker. But if negotiations break down, the club may have to look elsewhere. Final thoughts. So, will Victor Osimhen be wearing a Manchester United jersey next season? Only time will tell. The transfer window is always full of surprises, and anything can happen. For now, fans will have to wait and see how this exciting story unfolds. What do you think? Should United go all out for Osimhen, or should they focus on other areas? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Devils, you ready for a potential shake-up at Old Trafford? We delve into the journalist's report, exploring key aspects such as 1. Ratcliffe's vision. What is Sir Jim Ratcliffe's long-term vision for Manchester United, and how does it differ from the current approach? 2. Amorim's insanity. What specific aspects of Ruben Amorim's management are being criticized? 3. Drastic shift. What kind of drastic shift could Ratcliffe implement, and how would it impact the team's style of play, transfer strategy, and overall direction? 4. Journalist sources. What are the journalist sources, and how credible are their claims? 5. Fan reaction. How are Man United fans reacting to these potential changes? We analyze the potential implications of Ratcliffe's reported plans, considering the current state of Manchester United and the challenges ahead. Could this be the turning point Man United fans have been waiting for? Ruben Amorim is coming under increasing pressure to adjust his approach at Manchester United, with the Portuguese's insistence on playing his 3-4-2-1 formation proving vastly unpopular and leading to suggestions that Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos could intervene or, more drastically, even call time on his reign. The Red Devils battled back to secure a 2-2 draw with Everton on Saturday lunchtime, when goals from Bruno Fernandes and Manuel Ugarte cancelled out strikes by Beto and Abdoulaye Doucouré. And while Manchester United survived a late VAR controversy to cling onto a point, the result at Goodison Park does them little favours in terms of helping them climb the table. Indeed, United currently sit 15th in the Premier League standings, just 13 clear of the relegation zone, and a worrying 14 adrift of the Champions League places, illustrating the huge task Amorim faces in reviving their fortunes. Amorim has now overseen 9 wins and 9 defeats in his 22 matches so far, leaving him with an alarmingly low win percentage record of just 40.91%, and significantly lower than his predecessor Erik Ten Hag, who was axed with a 54.69% record. However, it is the 40-year-old's insistence on continuing with a 3-4-2-1 formation that has arguably drawn the most criticism, with the formation both proving unpopular with players and leaving Amorim exposed by the fact that he does not have the personnel at his disposal to make the system a success. Analysing his refusal to alter his approach, Sky Sports pundit Paul Merson has labelled Amorim's stubbornness as insanity. I honestly don't know what Amorim is trying to do. It's insanity because it's not working at all. Manchester United have been all over the place under him and need to come back to a 4-3-3 and try to become solid. And while there are no suggestions that either results or the formation could lead to his premature sacking as manager, Manchester Evening News journalist Stephen Railston admits Ineos and Ratcliffe could be forced to interject. Whether Amorim should change system ultimately depends on whether Ineos decision-makers are happy to completely write this season off and accept short-term pain for long-term gain, he wrote after Saturday's draw. In other words, Ratcliffe and co have the power to demand an immediate improvement in results and could force him to adapt the formation now to help both them save face and keep the Wolves from the manager's door. Amorim sack? Portuguese will get time to prove himself at Man United. Amorim has also done little to endear himself to both Ratcliffe and Chief Executive Omar Barada by stating in mid-January, "We are the worst team maybe in the history of Manchester United." I know you, media, want headlines, but I am saying that because we have to acknowledge that and to change that. Despite that, the report went on to unequivocally state Ratcliffe and co are firm in the belief Amorim is the right man for Manchester United, while another trusted source, The Athletic, also insist Amorim is in no immediate danger of the sack. Moreover, as Railston explains, the time to judge Amorim will not arrive until next season, claiming he has inherited a near-impossible situation. Amorim has been dealt an impossible hand this season and can't be judged until 2025-26, as he'll be backed in the summer transfer window with players who are made for his system. United showed signs of life at Goodison Park and Amorim needs time. However, as the journalist continues, the players have looked unhappy playing in such a formation since he took charge. The players haven't looked comfortable in Amorim's formation, so nobody was surprised by Everton's first-half dominance. The Toffees looked up for the fight from the first whistle and United were second best in every department. They looked timid and threatened by the atmosphere. They couldn't match Everton's desire, and that was perhaps the most unforgivable aspect of their display in the first 45 minutes. Is it time for Amorim to change his system? Those who believe so are shouting even louder and have suggested that might be the sensible option until the end of the season. Man United transfer latest, stunning Rashford swap, first summer signing named. Meanwhile, Manchester United are exploring a swap deal that would take Marcus Rashford plus a supplementary fee to Bayern Munich, with a star the Red Devils can build around for the next decade moving the other way. Elsewhere, it's stated that Amorim's main focus will be on strengthening his midfield this summer as he looks to spark his 3-4-2-1 formation to life, and amid claims that the Portuguese is urging club chiefs to make a huge £66 million splash on a rival Premier League star. United are pushing to finalise an agreement to make Giovanni Quenda their first summer signing after Fabrizio Romano revealed a move to bring in the Sporting CP wingback has been given the green light by Amorim, and the price the Red Devils will likely need to pay for the teenager has also come to light. Man United are lining up a potential move for former Barcelona boss Xavi if Ruben Amorim continues to struggle at Old Trafford, according to reports. The Red Devils are having a terrible campaign, with Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe making the decision to sack Erik ten Hag and replace him with Amorim in November. Results under Amorim have been worse than ten Hag's time at Old Trafford, with Man United winning just 4 of his first 15 Premier League matches in charge. There have been some rumours that Amorim could face the sack if things don't improve, but widespread reports indicate the Portuguese head coach will definitely be in place until at least the end of the season. And, if things don't improve, things could line up nicely for former Barcelona manager Xavi to take over, with reports on Spanish website Relevo insisting that the Spaniard has rejected all offers for this season. It is claimed that Xavi and his people were clear that they wanted to start an adventure from scratch, and at no time did they consider the possibility of taking over a team during the season. The report adds, one of the options that sounded the strongest was that of Manchester United, who even sounded out Xavi while he was coach of FC Barcelona. During this time inactive, Manchester also contacted the coach to take charge of the team instead of Ruben Amorim. Xavi declined. The Egerins was betting on the continuity of Van Nistelrooy or another provisional coach until he took the reins of United, but for the 2025 to 2026 season. Finally, the parameters were not given and the Red Devils ended up signing the Portuguese. From here, Xavi Hernandez is preparing to return to the bench for the next campaign. Without obsession or haste. The idea is to be able to take on a competitive project in the long term, and that allows the man from Terrassa to return to the elite to fight with the best. And this new team is not ruled out as Manchester United. The poor performance offered by Amorim leaves him on the tightrope despite having a contract until the summer of 2027, with the option of another year.